In this video, we'll see how to generate and play a music in your Android app. So say for example, in this kind of app, if you want to build where there's some music, I put a very light music track. If you want to play it, how you can do it. So let me begin. So we can create a new project. Okay, let me first stop this. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll create a new project and name it probably anything. Say for example, music generation app, and click on finish and wait for the environment to load. So the environment is still loading, we have to wait. Once the environment loads, first and foremost what we can do is we can define a new class. Okay, so just go to this particular Java and you can create a new class. You can name this class anything, but we'll say Midi generator because we'll be doing the generation of Midi file, which is a kind of media file which you can play in the media player in the Android code. Now in this file we can update the code. So probably what we can do is I'll take the code from the other app which was working, and so that to save time and quickly do the coding. Now once this file is generated, this class is done, so we will be creating another the main activity.java file. But before that, let me quickly complete my layout. So for layout, what I will do is I'll use this. The text will use as it is. The only thing I'll give some ID, which is basically text time ID, and then I'll use a button which was play, generate and play music. Okay, and also I'll give some questions from top, but for the no, I think yeah, I'll give it some constraints from top, and for the center I can do it center, no, not vertically, sorry, it's in center, horizontally, and center vertical part should be removed, I guess, in fact. Yes. Okay, and once I have it, what else I'll need is I'll need a seek bar. So I'll just go and fetch a seek bar. I think that use a continuous one better. And once I have it, I'll just expand it both ways, and then I'll give some constraint to this also, and for the center part, horizontal center I'll do. And for this one I'll probably increase the size, and size item is 14 sp, so I'll increase to 34 sp probably. Looks good. The default text we can change. The default text is hello. I don't think I need slash. This is for timer basically, so this can be updated. Yeah, so I'll just center it also once again. So now this is 50, this is 50, and this is 50. Perfect. So now my this is done. So the only thing left is to give some ID to this. The default ID is button, but I think I'll just change it to play MIDI button. Okay, refactor. And rest of things I'll leave it as is. For seek bar we have ID seek bar, that looks good, and for this also it looks good. Perfect. Now I will go to the main Java code and finish the code over here very quickly. So over here also I'll bring the code from my other file just to be very quick over here. So more or less I've done. So I'll just explain the code very quickly what's happening here. So say for example, first let me go to this class which we have created. So this is a class which will generate the MIDI file, MIDI file. So here it's basically the head. MIDI is a kind of format you can do further study over internet, and so here there will be ticks and all which will get generated. Okay, so here the concept is like that many times that will tick per bit. Okay, before I go into this method, so there is a main method for this particular class which we don't need as of now, but yeah, in the main method basically it will be calling this particular method, and yeah, but in our since it's a static method, we will directly calling this particular method from our main class. Okay, main Java file. So here in simple words, so it's trying to create a header, and then it starts a chunk and where it tries to create a tracks. Okay, so you can give any variable name here for the different kind of notes you want to play, and note number note. So this is related to some kind of music related notations which you have to learn, but for sake you can just use some of the standard notations as I have given over here. And then once those notations are created in some kind of variable, then one by one in the for loop we have to run through all the notations and we have to put it in the some kind of track data. So track data is the main output data which will be written as a in the format of MIDI file. Okay, so here first we are creating this track data variable, and then we are writing one by one over here the notations what we get from the melody, which is like basically the pitch, which is the sound effect, the first part, and then the second part, which is the duration. Okay, so if I come here, so duration will come here, and that will also get into the track data in terms of the length of the variable. Okay, and once that's done, then we'll write a track data and then close the track data preference over here like this. So once our track data is created over here complete, then we will combine everything into one MIDI file. So basically the over here we are writing the MIDI data. So the header chunk is the one which you define on the top over here, and so yeah, and once the header is written, then we will write the chunk data, which is the main data, and then the track bytes, which is like the length of the data. Okay, and then once the MIDI bytes are done, then we'll write it to a particular variable, or we'll return it as a base 64 string. So that will come into our Java code over here. So let's now explain the main file over here. The main file, the first few class variables such as class variables which will be used eventually. Over here we are first defining this button or taking the button over here and different widgets, seek bar and text view, and whenever there is a button on click listener we are listening there, then we'll read the MIDI data or in fact we'll generate the MIDI data from this particular MIDI generator class. We'll create it an instance, and then as I told, like it's a static method, so we'll just create a variable over here which will get the data from that particular class, and then we'll try to play it in using this particular method. So this method is over here, and it will do nothing but it will first create a save to a MIDI file. So for the save we can go to that particular method which is down over here, and in save it will save it in the apps external directory in a whatever file name you can give over here, and then it will write to the using the output stream concept to this particular file, and once done it will just return the MIDI file. And if I go back here the MIDI player, so once it's saved in the file, so we have that MIDI file over here, then we define a media player and which will take the data source from this MIDI file, get absolute path, and then prepare and start. So once it starts, and over here this concept is for seek bar, which is basically the other one. Okay, let me run this also in parallel. So the seek bar what we added over here, I can show you, which will show the time elapsed on the music. Okay, and then it will just keep a track of the progress of the media player. Okay, and it will keep updating the time text also, which is basically the below one, the text view over here. It will keep updating that. And if I go to this method down here, so this is the method which will update the text view based on the current time and total time of the this one. So say for you total time is 2 minutes 50 seconds, and how much time are spent over here, that will keep updating in this particular method. So if I go back here, so once that is, no, I think I should go here. Yeah, once that is done, then it will start the. So these are just two methods which will either start or stop tracking, but we are not doing anything over here. We use an empty method. If you go ahead, then it will set on completion listener, which will on complete it will just play completed and send a toast message, and it will close the seek by accordingly, update the timer, and release the media player. This is an important method. So where we'll be closing all the media players and releasing the media player, the variable what we created earlier. Okay, and if I go back over here, so once that's done, release and all, then that's all. Okay, so this will just keep playing till the time is elapsed and this is completed. So anyway, I have started it, so it will take around almost another 1 minute to complete. I will not wait it. I'll just go towards the end, and I think another 5 seconds it should get over, and we should print this playback completed toast message over here. Perfect, it's over here. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye.